Hit it. Stop trying to be normal. Stop trying to be clean. Stop living every day of life like a damn machine. Society's screwed up. It has gone insane. Stop seeing it as for the ones go with it down the drain. It's the measure of sanity to be happy. It's the measure of happiness to be sane. Take it to the edge. The edge of insanity. Take it to the edge. The edge of insanity. Take it to the edge. The edge of insanity. Take it to the edge.
That's right. My name is Paul Brumbaugh, and you're on the edge. It is Thursday, October 9th, 2025, and yes, I'm still standing. I'm still here, San Francisco, and you know who I'm talking to. The yellow or orange-encrusted Cheeto. Come get me, fucker. It's good to be here. We got to start off the show somehow. And I figure I can't even. I'm afraid to ask for extra ice in my drink at this point, and so I don't even want to use the words ice. I'm sitting here at Edge Studios. That's folks. That's right. It is Edge Studios Online. Check us out for everything that we do online. But I'm sitting here with a couple good friends of mine. Usually, I'm working under him. No, that doesn't sound right.
Whoa.
Hold on. I'm working for him? Yeah, that's a little bit better.
There you go.
Joining us today is producer extraordinaire and also entertainer, DJ, and enthusiast. Give it up for David Barabee and Young Glitch.
Stir it up, guys.
How you happening, guys?
Hey, what's going on?
What's happening with y'all?
Hey, you know, we're just chilling. What's up, Glitch? What do you got to say?
Hey man, we just been in the Bay like 2 days back to back. This past weekend,
right.
just did a show out in LA, and then the Bay before that again, man. So it's a lot of Bay trips, man. We taking a lot of trips to the Bay, but I love it. It's all good.
And you were just in the Tenderloin. Well, let's make sure I go around the room and respect everybody in the room.
right.
And
Yeah.
joining me as my sidekick is always Brandon Ray. What's happening,
Hey.
What up,
buddy?
Brandon?
Yeah, buddy.
Good, how are you?
Good. You look extra red, and I think it's
No,
my
I-
lighting.
Oh, boy.
What's going on here? You look like you're just on fire. I think it's that camera
Yeah.
Hey.
going on. Okay, we'll check that.
Hey, that drink got you feeling a little good, huh?
Well,
Hey.
the funny thing is he doesn't even drink. So
Oh,
here we
really?
go.
There
But you
go.
guys are back, and I'm glad to see you guys. Last time we worked together was this past summer in the Valley, or what do you guys call that? The Central
Kind of
Coast.
South Bay area.
Central Valley, Central Coast, yeah.
Yeah, we were out in Hollister and slinging our truth and doing what we do.
Mhm.
And Young Glitch, that was the first time I ever met you, buddy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That was a hell of a show. I like that. Shout out Payne's Restaurant.
Yeah,
that
man,
was fun.
they did as well. That audience did as well there at Payne's, and so much love to those guys. I like going out to those areas. I like going to different areas. Me being from the peninsula and the San Francisco Bay Area, it's good to get out of your wheelhouse, especially as a comedian.
Yeah.
You really have to relate with everybody.
Absolutely.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Right. I wish our politicians were doing that more, where they could relate all the way across the board with people. Because
Right.
you do. I think even that at that point in time when we were doing the show in Hollister, I think that was one of my opening lines. No one wants to talk about politics right now.
Yeah.
You guys just want to laugh,
That's
right?
true.
And so,
True that.
yeah, as soon as you start talking about politics, all of a sudden I become a public speaker and not a stand-up comedian.
That's true.
And so, yeah, it's a tough thing. Now, David, you've been producing how long?
About 12 years now. We started back in 2010, 2012, somewhere around there.
Right.
And we started just doing some small little, bar shows and things like that. And then somehow got into bigger shows and kind of kept growing. And, that's where we're at right now. We're getting on bigger shows. So.
And I met you through producing shows, comedy shows, but you do a little bit of everything. Young Glitch is a DJ.
I'm a rapper, brother.
You're a rapper. I'm sorry.
No,
You're
no,
a rapper.
Hey, I'll be.
Diss track.
Sorry, and I've been working with way too many DJs.
No, you're
Like,
good,
that's
brother.
what it
You're
is.
good.
So you're a rapper. So you're a musician and a rapper and stuff like that.
Yes, sir.
And produce your own music. But you kind of work with everybody. You kind of work with even you were dabbling in some metal and some heavy stuff there.
Yeah, we got some metal punk bands, death metal, things like that. That actually all came to life last year. We started doing some open mics at Mad Pursuit right there in Hollister, and that's actually how I met Glitch right here. He popped out and showed everybody up, and I was like, man, what's this kid doing at open mics? We got to get him on actual shows. And so we started talking about like, real shows. Not that he wasn't doing any, but just some other shows that could pay him some homage and things like that.
Yeah.
So we started doing some others, and you saw him at Pains, like you mentioned. And from there, it's kind of like, history, I guess,
Yeah, it's crazy.
And so how do you come to pick your lineups, no matter what it is? If it's rappers, if it's comedy, how do you pick your team for any specific show? Do you have like are they totally themed shows? Are they? And I kind of know a little bit of this, but I want everybody else to get to know you a little bit better. Do you do strictly themed shows? Do you tell me what you got? Explain your production process and how you put together a show.
Yeah, so first it all starts out with finding the venue in the right city or right area, finding the right date that works with everybody. We always try to get like a 45-day out from when we're talking about date-wise and things like that. But we actually, as far as lineups are considered, I kind of go based on reliability. I see who's doing shows around the area a lot and kind of see what they're doing and see what the opportunity is to build a friendship and work together. Actually, 12 years ago when I started all this, it was all because of my good buddy, Johnny Korn. If he's listening out there, he's got to hear that, without him, we wouldn't be right here. He got me connected with all these great comics, from around the area, and got me like basically learning, how to do this business and like how to pick talent, how to kind of like top myself in every show. And that was our goal was, hey, first we're going to have like maybe this person, and now we're going to have this person that, maybe top that person or same level, and keep bringing that same level or even a higher level of comedy. And our goal is to do shows at places that people hadn't thought of or do shows that people hadn't thought of. And we do like to do theme shows, as you mentioned. We've had Halloween shows, New Year's shows, costume contests, shows featured with rap, shows featured with metal. So we just kind of like change it up every show and pick our lineups based on availability and based our, also reliability is what really matters.
So it's based on venue. Sounds like it's almost like your preferred playlist. Whatever you're thinking in your head that day, you're like, oh, okay, this show's in this city. Yeah. I'm thinking this. I'm thinking that.
Yeah.
It's almost like remember playing sports on the school grounds?
Yeah.
During recess, and you'd be a captain, you'd be a captain. I'd be like, pick me.
Yeah.
And so you're always picking your buddies and the ones you knew that you could get the job done with, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
And so it sounds like you're doing a little bit of that.
Yep.
You're leading a little bit from your hip, which is a little bit of the instinct there because you've been doing this for a minute, right?
Yeah.
And then also leading with your heart.
Yeah.
And then there's the smart thing because there's reliability.
Right.
I hate to say it. We're all fucking artists and we're all fucking flakes to a certain degree.
That's right.
And so it's nice to be able to not have too many flakes in your bowl of cereal.
Absolutely. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we always disassociate with the people that flake out too often for sure. But, like it's always cool politicking with people we haven't, really worked with before. I've been wanting to get on the show here with you for a while. Been telling Glitch about it for probably, a few months roughly.
Yeah.
And just, timing, and getting the opportunity to work with you, I thought was pretty legendary. And just working with some other artists like out of this area was also pretty legendary, like Jerry Law to mention, and, there's just so many names. I don't want to leave anybody out, but, much love to everybody out here in the Bay Area for sure. And, we want to thank everybody for always popping out to our shows for sure. And we continue to do these shows like I had mentioned a while back. We're always trying to do things that people hadn't thought of or tried out here in the Bay Area. So we do got a show coming up at the Capitola Mall November 8th, potentially working on that right now. So that's kind of like been in the works for about 6 months. That's how long it's been taking me to go through city processes and licensings and all that stuff. People think like, man, I could just click my fingers and go do a show somewhere. It's not really like that. Yeah, you could go down to your local bar, do a show easy, but you just can't pop into a mall and do a show like that. So, We may even get Glitch out there for a special performance as well.
What?
Ever at the Capitola Mall type thing.
Yeah.
And talking about bringing Paul out to host that one. And, it's just a process, and continue to build the brand, continue to grow and top every show that we do,
Well, there's so much to unpack just in what you said in the last 2 minutes. One is thank you for the compliment. I'll take that. And you're right. You do have to keep looking for new venues, new ideas, because it can't be the same old.
Right.
Otherwise, who's going to come out, right? Speaking about not the same old, but the same old, I got my partner in crime with me. I got Brandon Ray with me. Brandon, since you've been MIA, you've been doing stuff on TikTok.
Yeah, pretty much.
So promote what you're doing on TikTok for me, sir.
Well, I'm just just doing my lives. I'm posting things. I'm part of a ranger group, so.
Oh, there you go.
As in the Power Ranger.
Yeah, it's cosplay.
Okay,
you go.
cosplay.
But I do get something someday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right on.
Yeah.
So you're doing that, and you're also going to be going to an event in November. I believe it's the 7th of November. It is FanCon?
Fandom Con, yeah.
Fandom Con in San
Okay,
Jose.
there you go.
So,
Yeah.
that's gonna be fun.
Oh, yeah.
So you look forward to that, and then I know you have your TikTok live viewers checking you out now. So
Yeah,
definitely shout them
there's
out.
and grandma's on there too.
And grandma's on there too.
Nice.
just-
Hey, welcome all the grandmas.
Yeah, shout out all
there
the
you
grandmas.
go. In this
Yeah.
case, my mother.
Oh no, she's been watching it.
There you go. Right on. So, okay, segue. But you're right. There is a lot of great shows that we can have. We just have to keep inventing.
Yeah.
Right. We have to keep coming up with new ideas. You guys were looking just earlier with me in the space that we have here at 7th and Market, and great common space. We might be developing something there for comedy.
Exactly. Yeah. Keep it fresh, keep it new, keep changing the lineups. Don't bring back the same people too many times, and, keep bringing different people out if you can, and keep introducing those new comics, or even comics that have been around for a while is the goal. Like we like to give people that are new to the business, like a chance, if we can. Like we were out in Santa Cruz at Moe's Alley for the second show. We had a girl out there named Nikki, shout out Nikki. She was new to comedy, or she mentioned that she hosts shows over there at the Santa Cruz Mountain Brewery. So go check her out if you're in the area. She does open mic there, I believe, on Fridays. But she popped out to Moe's Alley at a sold out crowd, and she killed it. She brought the heat,
And that's one thing. Myself being a producer of comedy is that I know that you do have to keep it fresh. You can't always have the same lineup.
Right.
With me, I know that my biggest thing was, hey, not to cover my face with the microphone. My biggest thing was not to have the same people, and if they were the same people, how long am I giving them? Like, is it a 10, 15, 30-minute, whatever kind of set? And is it new material? I hope you have new stuff.
Exactly.
Because you were just here a month ago.
Yeah, bring new stuff, please.
You did 15 minutes a month ago. Can you do a different 15? For sure.
Exactly.
And so a lot of us, if we've been around doing it for a decade plus, guilty, we've got an hour under our belt, right? And so we'll have like an hour under our belt. And so we still have, and like even, I think we were talking about it earlier, I have everything from PG-13 to kind of blue comedy. And so you better have, at least as a comedian in this game, you better have an entire assortment to offer a producer. Because if I was to get booked by the same producer within a month or two of each other, even if they were at different venues, you probably have a lot of repeat customers or audience members because they go, hey, he always puts on a great show.
Yeah.
No matter what, it's great. Doesn't matter if it's at a taco truck in the middle of wherever, in the middle of a field, or if it's on a beautiful stage in a winery with a backdrop.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, we had a comeback show like almost a year and a half ago in San Juan Bautista. We were gone, COVID times, and just trying to figure out how to come back and combat all of that. And it took a little bit of time to like figure out what we wanted to do, coming back. And we went on a little tour called the Graybeards Comedy Tour, where we did feature some of the similar comics through different shows at different venues across the board. And, they knew the ones that I had kept on the tour knew that they had to bring new material all the time. One comic to mention, like Ken Singleton, Reggie Shorter was there. Again, like Johnny Corn was on that at some point.
Oh, that was the other thing I was going to
Miss-
unpack. By the way, yes, shout out to Johnny Corn. Love you too, Johnny. Go on.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah. And then Miss K Kid, you can't leave her out. Sandra Risser. We definitely worked with all the cool, great people that, kind of got us to like this point now where we're talking about doing a show at the Capitola Mall, which we didn't even think was going to be possible. And we thought that wasn't possible. But, the crazy thing is we just finished a show over there at Whiskey A Go-Go LA, which, we broke some history, which we'd like to uncover with you as well,
Right. And so that's a great lead into what we were talking about is producing different shows and always trying to up your game and do something different. The Whiskey A Go-Go is a piece of history, no matter how you look at it.
100%.
I've always wanted to perform at the Whiskey, and I'm not a rock and roller. I'm not a musician. Right. And so it goes back to me for like even things like Jim Morrison or even all the punk shows during the 70s or, it's never ending.
Right.
So the Whiskey has always been there. And it's a Hollywood, LA staple.
Yeah.
And so tell me a little bit about your guys' experience at the Whiskey, and we'll show some pictures while we were talking about this too.
David, you want to go ahead and start off that?
Well, it's funny. We booked that show. What was that? Like 3 months ago, roughly 4 months ago.
Like 4 months ago.
We had a little pushback with the venue with the hip hop at first. They were like, I don't know about that. We're not sure if we want to get hip hop out there or not. It's a rock and roll venue with like, a punk rock history with it. And we were talking about, bringing out Ray here or Young Glitch, to the event. And basically it was like, and then so he was on the show. We were advertising him on the show. Then something happened where he wasn't on the show for a brief minute. And we had to deal with that a little bit and got him back on there last second. And the moment he walked on that stage, we broke history as to first, rapper ever in history to step foot onto that stage. And if anybody knows the history of Whiskey A Go-Go, you know that it's not a place that's known for that at all. And we had some other bands playing that night, Burden of Oath and Way Too Stoned, and they killed for sure.
Shout out.
And the headlining band was American Idiots, a Green Day cover band. They were dope too.
They were fucking dope.
Yeah,
man.
and there was some other bands I don't want to leave out, but that night was so jam packed of like just wow moments for us. We were just like, dang, I stepped on that stage and I was like, whoa, I'm on a stage where the Doors have played, Elton John, like just all these bands, and we were just shocked. I was just shocked. I was just like in shock the whole time. And I mean, Glitch has got to talk about that, about his experience along with that too.
Man.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about your feelings of being on that stage, being in that venue. I think just being in that venue, the hair on the back of my neck would go up. All that stuff.
Yeah, no,
100%.
definitely. Hey, there was a lot of that hair on the back of the neck feeling, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie, like how David said, like we had an instance, you know what I mean, where some months prior, like I was supposed to be on the show, we had a little bit of pushback, some things didn't go according to plan. So aside from like when that happened, it did kind of like rub me a little bit the wrong way for sure, just because I'm like, man, like you know what I mean, like we had this kind of set in stone, whatever, but we kept it pushing, and then some months down the line, they were like, yo, we changed our minds, come back out. And I'm like, David hit me up. He was like, hey, like, is this something that you want to do? I'm like, well, I can't say no. I'm like, shit. I'm like, all right, I guess we're taking a trip, because the day before the LA show, man, I was out in Frisco again. Shout out to the city, you know what I mean? I was just out in Frisco. There was like a little like function going on, whatever. I was like supposed to like perform there. And so that night before, because we went to LA on Saturday and I was out in Frisco on a Friday night. So went to Frisco on Friday night, and then next morning I had to wake up early just to go, go pick up the rental and then go take a trip out to LA. So man, there was a dope experience though, being able to have all my people with me and being able to like, experience that with like my cousin. Shout out my cousin Jay Pimpin, you feel me? My mom came out, and then I also brought the homegirl Danae out too, and we did our little song together and everything like that. And that shit went up because the song that we did, it was like, it's finished now, but I had to spit a freestyle over the original track out in
Okay,
Whiskey
cool.
A Go Go. So I was like, man,
Yeah.
so I was low key a little freaking out too, because I'm like, I love to freestyle, but when you know doing it on that type of stage and it's like a brand new song, you're like, man, like let me figure it out really quick. So
Yeah.
went out there, did the thing, you know what I mean. But long story short, man, it was a beautiful moment, definitely, and you know, I ain't gonna lie, like it was a very surreal experience to finally be out there, because that was something that I always dreamed about. Anytime that I closed my eyes, like I'd envisioned
Right.
it. And so pulling up to the spot, hearing my cousin scream like, "Yo, like they got your name on the fucking like on the sign, they got your name on the billboard." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Nice.
And I look up and I see it, and I'm like, "Damn, it's like everything that like I dreamt of, like it's
What-
right in
yeah,
front of
right
me."
there.
You know what I mean? And so like just walking in and then like seeing David there, I was like, "Yo, like." This is crazy. He's just like, yo, he's like, you got to get on stage right now. I'm like, all right, bet. I'm like, he's like, we don't got time to talk. I'm like, all right, bet. So if I get ran up on the stage,
right.
got connected really quick, and then just did the thing, got ready to bring out the Bay energy to LA. And, you know, shout out to LA Whiskey A Go Go that was rocking with it. Much love.
So
Yeah.
now was that hard to be able to reset
Yeah.
that close to going on stage?
Yeah, because like, I always feel like, well, as a performer yourself, you
Yeah.
understand it's like it's a,
I
it's a
totally
switch.
understand.
Yeah.
I just got so flippin' terrified for
Yeah.
you. You didn't see me. I was starting to curl up,
Little
in the
twitch
fetal
a little bit,
position.
yeah.
Suck my thumb, bro.
No, yeah.
And so no, I'm like, shake that shit up, shake
No,
that
yeah,
shit up.
because no,
Okay,
it
let's
was
go.
yeah, it was definitely a lot of that, because like as soon as so man, I didn't even really have like a whole. I'm gonna be so for real. I didn't even have a whole lot of time to rehearse like that, because the night before, like I was like kind of scrambling shit together with the set list, whatever. So I wasn't like unprepared, but I was just like scrambled like everywhere. You know what I mean? So then when we pulled up. You know, just it was that instinct, like, you know, that you mentioned earlier. It's just that switch, you know, finally flipped on, and I was like, all right, bet, like it's time to go do a show. Like I don't have time to be nervous. Like I just have to get up there, do my thing. So, and it kind of felt like it almost felt like an NBA game, man, because they had like a little timer up there for the
Yeah.
time. So 45
They
minutes.
did.
So the whole time I'm rapping, like I'm kind of just peeping the time as well. You know what I mean? And honestly, like it wasn't until after did all those feelings start coming back, because like obviously before I hopped up on the stage.
Yeah, you kind of get that stage, like tunnel vision on stage.
Exactly,
If you're
yeah.
sick before you go on stage, all of a sudden you feel good enough to perform, and then
Exactly.
as soon as you come off stage, you want to collapse.
Yo, exactly, yeah.
Because
so-
you got this adrenaline going, and you've got this tunnel vision. And one thing you mentioned, which I don't know much about you, Young Glitch, but one thing I do know is that your family's a big supporter. You were just talking about
Absolutely.
mom coming out and everything
Yeah.
like that. When we were in Hollister, we had a round table with your table.
That's
We had it going on. They had big support. They had mad love for all of us, all of
for
our
sure.
performers. So
Absolutely,
then
man.
how does that feel to have that force behind you? Because let me explain something. Not all comedians have the love of their family behind them.
That's
Some
right,
of
yeah.
them have to
True
use
that.
different names,
Yeah.
pretend they don't. Yeah, I'm telling
That's
you.
true.
And so it's like coming out of the closet.
Yeah.
It really is. It's
I
like,
hear
Mom,
you.
Dad, I got something to tell you. Go ahead and tell us. I'm a stand-up comedian. And they're like, oh, we thought we were going to say you were gay.
They were like, oh, crack some jokes. though.
Which
Do
would
your
be
thing.
fine
Yeah.
if I was gay. But that's where we thought you were going
Right.
with this. And you sure you're not gay? No, I'm a stand-up. But okay, anyway.
They're like, close enough. No, I'm
And a stand-up and a stand-out. So that's what happens. But okay, so it must be very surreal to see your name on the marquee of the Whiskey A Go Go.
Absolutely, yeah.
It must be very humbling to go, wow, this is where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
Holy shit. You know, I started off, where did you start off? Where did you write your first rhyme, your first spit?
Right in Hollister, California, man, at Sunny Slope Elementary School. I grew up.
Elementary.
Yeah. So, all right. So let me give the quick rundown, man. So I started rapping when I was like 8 years old with a homie of mine. We started like freestyling just like for fun, at like during break and after school and everything. My homie Anthony at the time, randomly one day he came up to me. He was like, "Hey, like, do you know like how to rap?" And like, you know, we would kick it every day, and I'd be like, "No, like I listen to it, but I don't know how to do it." He's like, "Bro, it's easy. Like just rhyme words together." I was like, "All right, bet." So I gave it a try, just like freestyle with him for like 2 minutes, and something about it, I just fell in love with just like how fun and how freeing like it was.
Right.
So I like slowly but surely, or probably not even slowly but surely, I quickly became that annoying little brother that's like, "You want to freestyle? You want to freestyle?" Like every other day. It got to a point where he was like, "Yo, like I don't want to freestyle, but I'll listen to you. So like go ahead." So
Yeah.
like I would go ahead and download like these little like beat machine apps on my phone and stuff like that, like the little drum pad machines, and then play some of the loops. And then when I got home, I would start writing to those loops.
Oh,
And so
okay.
that's how I started to like That's how I got into rapping and writing. And just the more that I wrote, the more I fell in love with it. You know what I mean? And the more history I did on people like Ice Cube, NWA, Eminem, 50 Cent. You know what I mean? Like that's what really lit that whole fire up under me, because I started to look at them and started thinking to myself, like, man, like, I want to do that too. You know what I mean? I remember being 8 years old, like rapping in front of my mirror, but picturing a whole like bigger audience, like, you know, staring back at me, you know, chanting the song with me and everything like that. So to be up at the LA Whiskey A Go Go stage, like David mentioned, not only being the first like hip hop artist to ever perform there, but being the first Latino hip hop artist to ever perform there as well. Like that was like a super big moment, and to be able to have my people by my side, being able to have David by my side, you know what I mean, being able to like really bask in that moment was such a beautiful experience. And you know, something that definitely like it brought me to tears. Absolutely, you know what I mean, because that's something you grow up dreaming about, and then when you finally do it, it's like, wow, like I really called it. Like, because there was a moment too when I was like probably like 16, I took a trip out to Disneyland with my family, or probably like 16, 17. I remember telling my mom, I was like, the next time we come out to LA, I'm going to be doing a show here. And that was the next time I came back to LA.
Great.
Yeah.
All right, segue, because we got to do the things that pays the bills. First thing is, tell us about the show that you have coming on in Oakland, right?
Yeah, so we got a pretty big hip hop event, I would say, coming to Oakland, one of the biggest scene in quite a while. A while back, we're talking about, you know, wanting to do one of the biggest hip hop shows of the year. And we started talking about, what if we bring, you know, Bizarre from D12 out? And everybody was like, yeah, right. You're not going to be able to do that. And we're like, yeah, all right, fuck you too, you know? And so we were talking back and forth with his management, you know, dates and things and venues and all this stuff. And, you know, me and Glitch were like, damn, I don't know about this, you know? And next thing you knew, I called him the other, like, you know, just a few days, you know, days or weeks later, whatever it was, maybe it was months later. I'm like, hey, by the way, remember that Bizarre show we were talking about? And he's like, yeah, well, we're doing it. What? Yeah, it's on, like, you know, he's confirmed, you know, October 17th, he's coming down all the way from Detroit. Detroit meets Oakland, you know, and not like he hasn't been down here before, but it's definitely been a little bit. We've got like Swift Homicide popping out. We got Young Glitch on there. We've got Young D. We've got, you know, Sandchild. We've got Switch Rich. We've got Mo. We got like so many people on the show that, you know, I can't even think of all of them off the top of my head now. We also got DJ Product headlining, you know, DJing that thing. And it all just kind of came to life, you know. It was all a dream, you know. We were just kind of like sitting there, like it was like that Biggie song, you know.
It was all a dream.
Exactly, it was like that. And we actually talked with Bizarre on the Cognac Confessional podcast, so go check them out.
Shout out Cognac,
you know,
Confessional.
as well. Don't forget to subscribe here to Paul Brambach.
Absolutely.
You know, don't mess that up. I always mess up his name, and I apologize, Paul, if I did that.
That's okay.
You know, but
I've been called worse.
I just call him Paul B. Paul B. You know,
I can't tell you how many people call me. All right, here comes yeah, Paul. All right.
exactly.
Yeah, you know the guy. Yeah, you know the guy.
He's a tall guy right there.
So I've had the worst. I've had the best and the worst of people messing up my last name. Oh, and by the way, I want to make sure, because we still have the QR code up. Again, check out that show. It's Oakland Hip Hop Takeover with Bizarre Line, plus featuring other artists such as Young Glitch and more. It's a Barabee production, which we'll talk about. Barabee versus
One Stage.
But check it out. It's at the Just Dance Ballroom. Doors open at 7:30. It's 2500 in Barcadero in Oakland. Get your tickets right there. If you tell them the Edge of Insanity sent you, they'll actually sell you the ticket. So check it out. That's the special offer. That's what we're giving you.
Yeah,
There
we'll
you
do
go.
and go do it there.
There you go.
I like that.
And then, so, yeah, right on. Brandon, what else do you got going on? You're streaming. How often do you stream, buddy?
I mean, multiple times a day if I can.
Multiple times a
There you
day.
go.
Like,
Hey.
right, yeah, I was just on 2 hours this morning.
Okay, dope.
Yeah.
Love it,
Okay,
love
so-
it.
And I had quite a bit of people who were just chatting and showing our whatever things we had, Ranger stuff or whatever you wanted to show on there.
Hell yeah. Okay, dope. Yeah.
All right. And so do you do it all under your Brandon.Brumbaugh IG? No, you do it on
No,
TikTok.
TikTok, but I have a regular TikTok and one that's for my Ranger stuff and other things.
What is your Ranger ID on TikTok?
Tanner Chen, I believe, right at the moment.
Tanner Channing?
Yeah. No, Tanner Chen. That's
Tanner?
I
Tanner?
can show it to you after.
Well, we got to tell them.
Oh.
Tanner Chen?
Yeah.
Tanner Chen on TikTok.
95 or whatever it's like.
Oh my gosh. We're gonna tattoo this to your forehead so you remember.
Oh my god.
So this is something you producers show him what to do here. All right,
We need a
good. We're
script.
back.
We need a script.
So we need
Yeah.
a script.
Turn
We
that
do need a
teleprompter
script.
on.
Yeah,
Turn
we
it
need
on.
that
Turn it on.
teleprompter right about now.
That's right. Also, hey, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't do this. That's right. Check out everything that I do at paulbrumbaugh.com on all socials across all. And then everything that we do here at Ed Studios, you can check us out on Facebook, Insta, YouTube, Twitch, and X.
Yes, sir. Ooh.
That's
Okay,
right.
there you go.
There we go.
Yeah,
Even
hey.
on the X.
Hey, get on there.
Watch
you
it
know?
on the X though.
You're gonna get blacklisted.
So there's
Yeah.
all that stuff right there. You guys feel free to send us some live comments. We're currently, thank you for all the live streamers on all three platforms. We got you on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Feel free to send us a comment, and we'll see it right there live
Yeah,
in real
thank-
time.
please.
But we're back.
Thank
Yeah.
you guys.
We want to hear
sir.
what you have to say for sure.
Yeah.
That's it.
Reach out. You know.
All right. So what else is in developments for you, Mr. Barabee? You have you have Barabee Productions. Tell me about your other production company.
Yeah. So we got ourselves in some interesting endeavors. So you know.
You know what that means, Brandon, right? Deep shit.
That's code word, man. That's code word.
The producers always make it sound like, no, the whole shit hasn't fell apart. Don't worry.
Not yet. Not
By
yet.
the way, it's always 420 somewhere. Go ahead.
Right. Right.
We
yeah.
got something lined together.
Yeah, no, so it's kind of funny. One day I was messing around and I was thinking about changing the name of Barabee Productions altogether and hinted at this on social media. And I had some backlash. I'm not going to lie. A lot of people be like, what the fuck you thinking? You know, you've been Barabee
Yeah.
Productions for so many years. Like, why
I
would
was
you
one of
just
them.
change that now? You know, like you just did a show at Whiskey A Go-Go. Like One Stage Nation can't claim that, you know?
Ooh.
Were you
And-
worried about the conflict with your OnlyFans page? Or
Yeah,
what's
exactly.
going on?
Yeah. I don't want my feet picture to get out.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Those are private. You got to pay for those.
That's a
Yeah.
special crowd.
Yeah.
that get those.
That's right. That's right. I only send those to you, Paul.
You should subscribe to his OnlyFans page.
Yeah,
It's called This
exactly.
Little Piggy.
Oh
Go
my
on.
That's
Anyway.
right. That's right. That's right. That's right. So we somehow.
Hey, how you think we get the money for these shows, man?
That's right.
Someone
We don't
gotta
always
pay the
have
bills.
sponsors,
Yeah,
that's
come
right.
on.
Hey, thank you,
Dude.
little
We'll
piggy,
sponsor
for doing
ourselves,
That, you know
yeah.
what I mean?
That's right. This Little Piggy on oath.
Yeah, no, we as far as the name change, we didn't really get to that. To be honest, it was supposed to be
I'm fucking up Young Glitch. Sorry.
for sure. It was supposed to be kind of like,
That's
hey,
right. All the guests of the edge of insanity get to wear it depends diapers. That's
Right.
right. If you're gonna pee, go ahead.
Yeah.
Right.
Depends.
right?
Go on.
Depends. Yeah.
We were saying like, what if we changed our name to One Stage Nation? Like, how do you guys feel about that? And you know, we had some positive feedback. Like, yeah, I like the sound of that. One Stage Nation sounds good. You know, but at the same time, you know, after I saw the logo concept and stuff, I couldn't help but think like, damn, I look like the Raider Nation right now.
Oh, yeah.
And we know how they
That's the
are.
best.
And
That's the best nation, baby.
So
Hold on.
One Stage Nation
One Stage Nation, yeah.
sounds a lot like
Live Nation.
Live
Yeah,
Nation or
yeah.
Clear View, or like you're trying to.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, now, wait a
Hey,
minute,
watch out.
you know.
Sorry.
Let me squash those rumors, you know. We didn't get bought out or anything, you know. We wish we did,
Oh,
but
yeah, that would be all right.
You heard it here first, folks. David's selling out. No,
hey, Live Nation, if you're listening,
Live Nation. if you're listening.
Honestly, buy us out. That's all right.
Yeah.
I'll make up a new name.
right? That's what I'm talking about.
And subscribe to David's OF while you're at it.
Yeah, exactly. No, but so it was kind of back and forth for a while, and after hearing back from the fans, like we are switching back to just staying, you know, the Barabee Productions. One Stage Nation is kind of just like a second thought process, like maybe another project that might come along later on. But something that me and Glitch are going to be working on here soon is some film. We're actually going to be doing some horror films and mystery films and things like that.
Not
you know?
OF films. For
Yeah,
anybody that might have been
exactly.
confused.
And we could even invite, you know, these guys out to come help us along with some of that type
Oh, yeah.
stuff, you know, and being in this business, knowing all these comedians, they're also actors as well. And you should definitely look up their IMDb's if they got them. You know, I know that most of them do. And, you know, like Paul mentioned earlier, do make sure you guys subscribe and follow him on all platforms, because without him, we wouldn't be sitting here talking to you guys. So again, we do want to thank him for that opportunity as well.
Absolutely.
And One Stage Nation is just a dream of, of mine, maybe one day type thing. But for right now, we're Baraboo Productions and staying that way. That's the whole reason we brought back the hat with the cursive on it, and we didn't forget where we came from. How we started, and along the way, even if we had some bad rap, hey, you know what? We got to take it and own it, and we're gonna be back on top no matter what anyway. And if you're on our show, that's because we like you. So.
Oh, that's why I haven't been back.
Damn, hey, air it out right now. That's a
Did I
fade.
say that out loud again? Fuck, I hate when I do that. All right, here we go. So that you can check out everything that David does at Baraboo Stage. Everything for Young Glitch is young_glitch.
YUNGGLXTCH everywhere. Go ahead, look me up.
Right on.
There
Now I
you
want to
go.
talk a little bit about. We have a little piece of film from the whiskey, right?
Yeah, we
Tell
do.
us- set
Yeah,
this
this
up
is
for us.
going to be Glitch right here. Do you remember this moment by chance?
Let's see. Let's hit a recap on them.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
let's go.
Yeah, I remember it, but I'm just wondering if
It was a little blurry that night, man.
Yeah.
I couldn't see. I got a
And
lot
I
of
think
sweat
it's
up
a
in
short
my eye.
clip because it's a phone clip, but here we go.
It is
folks.
short. It is short. Those.
So,
Instagram.
ladies, don't be too depressed. Here we go. It's short. Hold on.
The phone. Ain't talking money, then leave me alone. I'm not your friend and I'm not your bro. You know my cancer, do not come close. Cause I'm prone to break your jaw if I don't like what I'm hearing. No competition in me, cause I'm the one that they fearing. I'm gonna kick the fucking door down, they gonna have to let me in. And it's the hottest, the prodigy. Hands up when I'm in the building on the game.
All right. There you
Yeah,
go. So that
yeah,
felt good.
yeah.
And that was you freestyling?
Nah, so actually that was a track off my album that's called Like I Ain't from the Hollister Prodigy album. Yeah.
All right,
Okay,
that's
right
cool.
on,
Yeah.
right on. So they got a little taste of that. That's good. And so that was you with the whiskey.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I had to hit him with a little acapella, man. I love doing that song acapella because I feel like it just gives a different vibe. You feel me? So
There you go.
Had to.
Right on, right
Yeah.
on. Now, so what do you do for your musical tracks? Your back,
like, what do you mean?
like your beats. How do you come up with everything that you do?
Okay.
Is it a collab or is it just you, the one man band?
Nah, honestly, I'd be collabing with a lot of different people, but for this album in specific, that was all like self-produced and everything by me. But if I hear something that I like, it don't matter if I rock with it, I rock with it. You know what I mean? So I mean, but shout out to my guy Elijah, shout out to Fangas as well. You know what I mean? Those are the other two producers that I be working with, hella heavy and shit like that. So it's like just fucking with different sounds, different vibes, man. Because you know what I mean. Collaboration always allows you to experiment, broaden your horizons and things like that. So.
I agree. I wish there was a lot more of that in comedy, like there is in music. And so, what would be your dream collab if you could just reach out to somebody and just pick up your phone and go, "I'm gonna call." Who you gonna call?
Okay, how many can I pick? How many more than just one right now?
At least a couple.
At least a couple. Okay. Damn. Okay.
But what's the first person you're calling?
Don't do this
What
to
is the
me.
first one? I'm getting-
Fuck. I gotta go Ice Cube, man, because that's the
Yeah,
one that
okay.
start. You know what I mean? And then Snow the Product, absolutely.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Shout out.
I met Cube back in the day.
Yeah.
I've done Snow the Product, but haven't.
Oh.
No, wrong, right? Wrong, different thing. Sorry.
Wrong.
That's in the
Wrong
82,
podcast,
back
yeah.
with Cube. All right, so
another
like,
OS
go on.
thing.
No, yeah.
But Cube. Okay, so Cube. All right, and then all right.
Snow the Product. I would definitely want to get it in with I mean, shoot, man, you got the legends, you know what I'm saying? Like with Jordan Lucas, Eminem, you know what I'm saying?
Eminem,
Lil
yeah,
Wayne,
that'd be
You
cool.
know what I mean? I gotta rock with them. 50 Cent for surely. Like, there's so many more to name,
And then
man.
Snoop
But
Dogg.
Oh, yeah, Snoop Dogg.
It would have been Eminem. It would have been Snoop. First thing I think I would have asked is, "Oh, living or dead?"
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's
'Cause
fair too.
that's it. And usually when I work with somebody, I like them to be alive.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
Hey, but if we're talking about out the Bay though, man, I gotta go E40, Too Short. Shout out Lil Russell, man. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? I want to get with something. Like
Tupac, Mac Dre,
Larry June.
Yeah.
Andre Nicotina, Jay Stalin, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
you know, rocking with everybody. And
That's right.
man, there's so many more names out there, man. I just want to work with everybody for real,
Right,
man. Hell
that'd be
yeah.
cool.
So now, who have you connected? Who have you worked with that you're very proud with?
Oh man, really everybody. I'm gonna be so for real. Everybody I came in contact with, like, I'm super proud of being able to say that I work with them. You know what I mean? Down from my cousin to like the bonsai group that I'm a part of, and then shout out to Fangas. You know what I mean? And just continuing to build more connects and continuing to get more studio sessions, continue to make more classics. You know what I mean? So
And I meet people all the time, and they're like, "Oh, you don't rap, you don't do music. I go, no, just comedy. And they go, but you got that voice. And I'm like, yeah, no.
You definitely got a radio
And
voice
so,
for sure.
yeah,
but
I got
say,
the
like,
radio voice.
yeah.
You can
So
definitely
they're
do,
like,
like-
oh, I just want to sample you for a second. So like I've hung out with people like Paul Wall or Baby
Yeah.
Bash, and we're
Oh, yeah.
spoken, and they're like, oh yeah, I like your voice.
Nice.
I want your voice.
You
It's
can
like,
definitely do like an
why do I feel
e-copy
like I'm
book
gonna
or
wake up
something.
and somebody's gonna cut my voice box out or something? What do you
Oh.
mean you're gonna you like my voice? But that's the kind of things you hear something you got to beat, and there's a lot of people that want to either sell their beats or share their beats or
Absolutely, yeah.
feature or do something, and so it's a beautiful time to be creating as
Hell
an
yeah.
artist.
That's right.
Hey, the pandemic was one hell of a time to be creating too.
Right, because everybody's locked in and everybody's kind of on level ground, right?
Yeah, yeah. For
Everybody's
sure.
locked up. Everybody's YouTubing and uploading shit and staying clear. And
No, yeah.
Yeah.
How was that for you, David? I'm guessing the pandemic was bad for you.
Oh no, it was really great. We did like 400 shows during that time. I'm just kidding. We didn't do
They're
shit.
all-
We were at home. We were just chilling, waiting
Yeah.
for the venues to open back up. We're like, damn. what do we
But
do
you're
now?
also a dad, so you were
Yeah,
probably
that's true. I was
dealing with
I am
life.
a dad. Yep. You know, hang out.
There's
with my
never a
kid.
boring moment.
Full time,
Never
never
a
a
boring
boring moment. You know, he's 9 years old now, but back then, man, those times were interesting. We were always at the park.
You're
or-
like a 5-year-old boy.
yeah, we were out there while everybody else was inside. We're like, dang, you know, at least you can go on the swing you always wanted to go on.
At
You
that
know.
time, he was just probably going into kindergarten because that's 5, 6.
Yeah,
First
I
grade?
believe
About
so.
first grade?
around there. Yeah,
Yeah,
kindergarten,
yeah.
first grade, somewhere around there. Yeah, and there was a lot of I don't think he actually just missed the at-home learning. It was
Oh
just
yeah,
like, kind of like
homeschooling.
yeah, it was just
Damn.
like kind of like right on the edge of it, and we got. You know, I think he started his first grade year in school, but like for kindergarten, I feel like that might have been some digital for sure. But definitely learned a lot during those times. You know, like I
Yeah.
said, that almost like stopped us all completely. But and I know a lot of like producers, comedians, businesses that almost didn't make it. During
Yeah.
that time.
Now, raising 3 boys and a girl myself, and now they're in their 20s and 30s. Word of advice? I love watching your posts with your son. So it's great that you're doing that. Stay that dad that you're doing now.
Oh, yeah.
Be there
100%.
for him all the time.
I'll always be there.
Yeah.
Good, bad, whatever it is. Answer all those stupid questions. At the end of the day, you'll probably be tired and worn out, but
Right.
the end of your life, you're going to be going, oh, okay, I did something good. I
Yeah.
raised a good kid here. I raised 4 good kids.
Yeah. I wanted to mention this show. I forgot to share with you.
Please.
We got the Bird Brain tour with Elijah
Burbank.
coming up. I can't talk right. We got Black Bonsai, Saber Mumbles, and Jim Flowers featured on that. It's gonna be at the Blue Lagoon on the 10th. That's Friday. Tomorrow, it's $10 at the door. It's 21 and over. 8 p.m. the door is open. And Glitch also has a show on the same day up
Oh,
in San Jose because
yeah.
he sold out.
Hey man, hey man.
Uh,
Tomorrow, man, Friday night, San Jose, California, at Tiki Pete's, downtown San Jose, man. Me and your boy Vinny West finna be popping out, finna be
At
getting
Tiki
live and dark.
Pete's?
Yes, sir. Ski.
Really?
Yeah,
Tell
come
PP I
on.
said what up.
I got you, brother. Hell yeah.
Tell PP you were in my studio.
Hey man, because this is my second time back at Tiki Pete's because the first time I went to open up for Rucci. Shout out Rucci, man. I'm from
I wish I
LA.
had my bottle. I have a bottle of his tequila.
Oh hell yeah, there you go. Yeah,
I
yeah.
got Pistol Pete's. Or was it
Sheesh.
whiskey or tequila?
Yeah.
Can't remember now. I got a bottle. That's
Yeah.
all I know.
Hey, pop that
PP.
shit over. Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
PP.
but tomorrow night, man, Bird Brain tour. You feel me? Out in Santa Cruz at the Blue Lagoon, and then you also got your boy Young Glitch popping out with your boy Vinny West out of San Jose, California. Tiki Pete's getting it live and cracking. So pull up, man. Come on.
And if you guys didn't hear any of that information, or if you're like me and you said, slow that shit down, rewind it, go back 10 seconds, I got to get this. Don't worry. These guys are going to, if it's on Twitch that you're doing, YouTube or Facebook, we'll put it down in the comments. You'll be able to see it. These guys are going to go tap in on this podcast.
yeah. we'll
Put their
tag us.
flyers down there with QR
Yeah.
codes.
Hell yeah.
Why? Because that's how we get your butt in our seats.
That's how
Right.
we
Wait,
roll.
hold on. That sounded wrong again. Don't
Cancel.
worry, we'll take care of this in post.
Right.
Brandon, you're doing fandom again.
Fandom Con, November 7th to the 9th, San Jose, California.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
And then you can check him out on Instagram just under his name right there. It's Brandon.Brumbaugh, or on TikTok at,
Tanner Chen 95.
hey, look at that.
There you go.
It's like you practiced that. That was
No,
crazy.
I have
Wow.
too many things to remember.
Let me see here. I have a show coming up, and I have a show coming up I want to see if one of you guys can say this name better than I can.
Let me see.
This is the name of the place.
The
You see that?
bottom left.
That- I just scanned in on it. Yes.
Okay. Bissap Bobet.
See?
Man,
Remember, I was
fucking
going to tell you
shit,
that,
hold on.
and you go, hey, where's that going to be? And I go, Beelzebub. And he goes, that's the devil, dude.
Oh my god.
And I go, Satan? And he goes, yeah,
No.
Beelzebub's the Satan is God. No. What do you think that is?
It looks like he's saying like Bissap, Beobob. You know?
Man, am I tripping? Can you pronounce that? Hold on, try it. I be fucked up. They finna think that I'm crazy too, man. Y'all ain't seeing what I'm seeing right now, though,
Don't
man.
worry, I'll hold it up to the camera, and you guys can say it for me.
Man, it's a Bissap Bababo, man.
Like a song coming out.
Okay,
soon.
so but here it is.
Sounds like I'm beatboxing over here, man.
You can check it out. It's gonna be, I believe, on Friday or Saturday, October 25th, 2025. It's located at 2243 Mission Street in San Francisco. $20 all night. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 music acts, plus more, plus 2 comedians. Plus, they're even gonna have a rap contest.
What? Wait. When was the date again?
October 25th, and it's here in the Mission District in San
Damn,
Francisco. With
glitch.
people like Pep Love, Marvelous, Janice, Verisol, Mystery Chisel, Nathan Nice, Deep Sea Diamond D, and AG Taban, and Buddha Mac.
Might fuck around and see me out
With
there,
special
man.
comedy guest Jerry Law, myself, Paul Brumbaugh.
Yeah.
This is All Selassie presents. He's a great musician, and you got to check out. It's going to be his musical drop, so check it out. Tickets, I will put this flyer below. Here, you guys tell me what it says.
Got me fucked up. They finna be thinking that we crazy, man. Nah. Let me know y'all guesses.
You guys won't see it, but there's the flyer.
Right.
All right. See, that's how much I had my shit together. So, all right, guys. Let me see here. So let's go around the table one more time. Again, it is Thursday, the 9th of October. What do you guys got going? You've got a kid. What do you got going for Halloween?
For me, he's gonna tune up to be a ninja, I believe. And I don't know why I say I believe, but that was the costume we got last year. If it fits, that's what he picked. So that'll be pretty cool. I'm actually gonna dress up as Chucky because I figured that would kind of fit my persona. And so is the fiance Shannon gonna dress up as Chucky as well. So we're gonna be Chucky up in there, and he's gonna be a ninja. So he'll be fighting us off the whole time, quite literally. And I think Glitch said he's gonna be.
I'm gonna be a dad.
Damn. October 31st.
Yeah, I got a baby on the way now.
Young Glitch 2.0.
What?
That'll be cool. There you go.
Yeah.
2.0. Put that on the birth certificate. Right?
All right. But this
So
is
you'll be passing out candy and hopefully just watching the lady pop, not pop, but
I'm gonna go trick or treating. I ain't gonna lie, man. Hey, so if I go to y'all house, y'all motherfuckers better have them full size Snicker bars, them full size Twix, and I don't want a little snack size shit, man. Give me the real shit. Give me that.
Brandon, I'm just gonna guess you're gonna be a Power Ranger.
Yeah. Yesterday.
Oh, yesterday. What color?
The Yellow Ranger shirt.
The Yellow
go.
Ranger.
Nice.
There you go. Cool.
Which Power Ranger are you gonna be?
Huh?
Which color?
Yellow.
Yellow.
Oh,
I mean, I wear them when I do my cosplay live on Friday. I just wear whatever character shirt, so I have a new one now.
Nice.
That
Nice.
comes
And
in
Paul.
tomorrow, hopefully.
What am I gonna be? So no matter what I'm gonna be, it's gonna be something I already own.
Gotcha.
The other day I was in Walmart and they had these really long T-shirts and like a beanie, and it depended on what it was. Like, so they had everything from Where's Waldo to like Groot to, I'm trying to remember all the different characters. So there was old and new. There was even Jack Skeleton from Nightmare Before Christmas. And so they were just an oversized T-shirt with a beanie. And I'm like, yeah, I can pull that off because I usually do something like the Jester or something, and I'm usually like hot and sweaty and
kind of like right now in this room.
yeah. And I'm telling you, the heat is not good with a fat man. I'm just telling you right now. I used to do singing telegrams.
Oh,
I used to
okay.
do singing, and my worst singing telegram suit that I would wear was it would put you in a full-fledged gorilla suit. And you were so hot. Even if you just wore boxers, you were so hot in that thing. And then half the time they'd be like, "Oh, you get the gorilla with the tutu." And
Oh
you'd
my
have to put
gosh.
on a pink tutu. And you'd be looking like a full-on gorilla in this big old hairy suit, and you'd be all sweating driving down the road.
Damn.
Well, last year at bowling, he wore like this big, huge dinosaur thing or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah, last year I was a T-Rex.
Yeah, he was.
I was
like,
a T-Rex being carried off, or no, I was a guy being carried off by a T-Rex.
Fire.
Nice.
it was like an alien or something.
Yeah. Or, oh, was it the alien?
Oh, were you the alien? I can't remember, but you were at bowling.
Which
you
one was I? I was the
You
alien.
have to look at the picture.
We have to look at the picture.
Well,
But yeah,
you know,
so either way, yes, I'll be collecting candy.
we have to say this. Glitch does have a song coming out with Bizarre called "Go." We didn't talk about
Oh,
it,
yeah,
and I didn't
yeah.
send it to you, but you guys definitely have to tune in. That's going to be dropping maybe today, tomorrow. We do have it, at our disposal. But the artist over here, sometimes he gets caught sleeping. So
Right.
Okay.
You
Well, do you have it on your phone?
yeah,
Got it
we
on my
can pull
phone,
it up.
yeah.
So can you pull up Bluetooth while you're still talking?
My phone's about to die,
I
but
can
go
pull it
ahead.
up. I
Yeah.
can pull it up for you.
let me see if I can get us on Bluetooth, and this is on the fly. You'll be looking for something that sounds soundboard.
Hey, and I just want to say too, man. Huge shout out to Bizarre, man. Huge shout out to all the Detroit artists outside doing their thing, man. It's much love from the Bay to the Detroit. You see what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a super dope time being able to put this show together, and the fact that we got a song together, I'm super hyped about it. So shout out, much love to Bizarre. Just had to put that out there right quick. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
See if that will work for
let's
you.
see.
All right,
And you
guys.
should be able to control the volume with your phone.
Oh, they getting the live preview right now. Okay, bet.
Okay,
Let's do your
so
thing.
tell us a little
It's
bit about this.
playing.
Turn it up.
I'm up. Oh yeah, here you go.
Okay, bet. I'll explain a little bit more about the track.
Yeah.
All right.
This is
I'm going to
the-
turn this down, but tell us about it.
I'm not gonna
We'll
kill
come
you.
back right now.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna hurt you.
Jumping off the roof, I take a dive right down and go. My missile love right on my target. Pull up, pick on man. I wrote my name and bustin' in the streets. The young and cold. I'm next to blow. I'm pull my bitch and contraband off from the source in Mexico. I'm steady flexing with my partners. Muscle love it, raise the pay. I've been betting on myself, it's paying off. I raise the stake. I've been eating with my family and I'm my whole gang. Gain away. You play with me, you play with mine. I grip the 9 and break your face. I aim it steady. I've been ready. Down to kill them if they let me. Yo, the leash, I'm gunning heavy. I'm loaded. Hold on, send me. Quit this snipe 'em like I'm Wesley Kirk Cobain. I'm with that send me. It ain't shit. It's in a bliss right to your crib, bitch. I got plenty. People around me wanna earn it way. Round with that dirty cash. Shooting off the hip, don't hesitate. You know we bring the pain up something they should watch. Cause any day I'm bound to pop. With Bizarre out in the bay, but y'all ain't ready for it. You know I be on. Go, go. Hey, you know that he on. Go, go. Hey, you know I be on. Go, go. Hey, you know that we on. Go, go. Hey, you know I be on. Go, go. Hey, you know that he on. Go, go.
Here we
Hey, you
go.
know I be on. Go, go.
Detroit,
Hey,
what
you know
up?
that we on. Go.
What up, though? Yeah, my turn. Let me get a piece. I'm a wizard with words. I think I'm a beast. Riding shotgun with a shotgun. Headshot. I think I got one. We tripping, we pippin', never slipping. Long nose like Scotty Pippen. The siren coming. I hear helicopters. The 4-5 banging. I hear hella shots. I'm a rock star. Just ask Ozzy, and I can get you hit like Max Crosby. When it's beef, we'll blow those cans, and I'll shoot up the little promo van. And everywhere I go, I got the crud. Just letting them Frisco and got the drug. Damn, nigga, I wanna fuck your bitch. I'ma ghost ride the whip.
All right, just a little. Just
Yeah,
come
there
on,
we go.
man.
Right on.
Hey, a little
For
sneak
sure.
preview, man. Hey, anybody wanting to go check that out, man? It's gonna be dropping real soon. So make sure you go ahead and follow me on all socials. YUNGGLXTCH. You guys can stay up to date when it drops, man. Go ahead and run that up.
That's right.
David,
Yeah.
give us one more shout out. You better say hi to Miss Shannon.
Hey Shannon, if you're listening, and first of all, like thank you to Paul for letting us come on here and fuck around and talk about whatever. And thank you to his son over here, Brandon, as well. And thank you to all of his followers watching in as well, and Paul's followers as well.
Popped in and out.
Yeah, guys, don't forget, please follow these guys on their social media. We are starving artists after all. That's how we eat. Paul is going to be at the Capitola Mall with us. We're going to break history together out there in Santa Cruz and show everybody what's up. And, Glitch might be popping out there with us as well. And we've got Hen Singleton on that lineup potentially. So, make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Follow us on our socials, Barabee Stage on Instagram, Barabee Productions on Facebook. And Glitch, what do you got to say?
I love my mama. I'll be down to touch on the track a little bit though, for sure.
Yeah.
So if I could, okay. So we had this. David had this idea. You know what I mean? When we started putting the show together, he was like, "Yo, like, I think it'd be dope as fuck if like y'all got a song together." So I was like, "All right, bet." So we reached out to Bizarre. Bizarre said he was with it. I was like, "Cool, bro." When I tell you, I have like about 10 beats that are like untouched and unfinished because like I had so many like ideas of what I wanted to get Bizarre on, but as soon as like I was making this beat, I was like, all right, bet, like I kind of see the direction I got to go on and I want to give him his space to do his thing. And so just went ahead, made that really quick, recorded that, bounced it over to my engineer, shout out Christian, and then bounced it over to Bizarre, and Bizarre slid like always, man. So yeah.
Well, there you go. And then again, that was a good little segue into the show. Check it out. Oakland Hip Hop Takeover with Bizarre and other guests featuring Young Glitch and more. It's a Barabee production, of course. It's 21 and over. Get your tickets. Hit that QR code. Tap in, folks.
Hurry, go do it now.
Is at 2500 in Barcadero in Oakland. It's the Just Dance Ballroom. Doors open at 7:30. Guests of the show starts at 8. You guys, there's your ticket link. Get it now.
Oh, hey guys, real quick. Those tickets are half off until Tuesday. They're $20.
What?
Yeah, flash sale all
Like-
the way until Tuesday. We extended it. Just to let y'all know.
Damn.
So get it
so,
now.
yeah, exactly. That sale ends. Otherwise, they're $45. So
Yeah, so you have
jump
to-
on. We're basically buying you 2 drinks with a $20 ticket. You know what I mean? And there's a contest that Swift Homicide is running on his page. Go check him out. If you win, you get a VIP ticket. You get to meet Bizarre and Swift Homicide and Glitch. So don't miss out on that. We're going to invite Paul here and his son, cop out and join us, and if anyone's out, join us. We got the tickets available. They're on all of our social medias.
Link in
All
my
right.
bio.
And Brandon, any shout outs you want to do before we get out of here?
Just Brandon Rafe Brumbaugh on Facebook. And
There
then
you
Brandon
go.
Brumbaugh our Instagram. So just keep an eye on everything that I post.
And again,
Pretty
if you didn't catch some of the information for some of the shows, don't worry. These guys will go back and litter the comments. We would love to hear from you. Again, don't forget to follow us where everything that we do is. That's right, Edge Studios Online, or Paul Brumbaugh. Check it out. I want to thank you guys for joining us again. David Barabee, Young Glitch, and of course, Brandon Ray
Bye, guys.
for hanging
Yeah,
out with
thank
us.
you.
And
See you guys later.
until next time, keep standing up, San Francisco.
That's all, folks.
We'll see you.
See you guys.